Facebook ads have massively changed in the last couple of years, most recently in the last few months. So I'll walk you through how to find a winning ad. But what I want you to think about now is, how do I have a campaign that is sustainable and consistent every single day? And I can just keep chucking in creatives, And I think media buyers as a whole, their role has changed. And if you haven't realized as a media buyer that your role has changed, you're probably already behind. And what I mean by this is that the media buyer's role now is to be more of a creative strategist. So for a campaign setup, and this is a campaign setup that I'm seeing just absolutely crush right now, destroying any other setups, and also it really doesn't take too much time at all. It allows you to actually focus on the business. So we're gonna have a campaign, we're gonna have your ad set, and then we're gonna have your ads, okay? We're gonna have one campaign, we're gonna have one ad set. It's gonna be completely broad. And we're gonna set your campaign level as a CBO. It might automatically already be a CBO, but this argument of ABO, CBO, which one should I be choosing? To be honest, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but I would just go with the CBO broad. And this is where things are gonna get slightly more complicated. So for a initial ads setup, I want you to have 6 different ads in here. So we're gonna have ad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we're not just gonna chuck any creatives in here. We're gonna chuck different types of creatives in here. So we're gonna have number 1, which is gonna be a cold ad. Then we're gonna have number 2, which will be a cold ad as well. Then we're gonna have middle of funnel, and we'll go through exactly what these look like and how you should put them together. And then we'll have a couple of bottom of funnel ones as well, right? Now, before I get into exactly how you should do this, it's important that you all understand why we're doing this, right? So Facebook's algorithm is so good now that you really can't outsmart it. You just need to give it the data. Facebook's learning machine is pretty much just like a child that's trying to learn a language. And here are all the words that we're giving it. So we're starting off with 6, but I have some campaigns running right now where we have over 100 different ads just in one campaign, right? Now, why are we doing this? Because Facebook wants to go ahead and hit people with cold adverts, middle of funnel adverts, and bottom of funnel adverts all in one campaign, so that it can personalize each customer's journey. So if we have a type of person that is more receptive to cold ad 1, and then they're more receptive to middle of funnel, and then, ad 4, and then ad 6, that would be the way that that type of person is converted, but not everybody converts like that. So what you'll notice is that you'll have winning, let's call them winning ads from these campaigns. But what most people do, and this is the mistake most people make, is that whatever's coming in at the highest return on ad spend, they just turn off the rest of the ads. So let's say that middle of funnel 1, which is ad 3, is coming in at 3.5, right? This one's coming at a 2.5. This one's not getting any spend. This one is coming in at a 3. And the bottom of funnel ones, maybe they're not getting any spend, right? Most people would then just go, okay, we're gonna cut off all of these ads except middle of funnel, right? Well, the reason you keep these all running is because they're doing different jobs. And the way that you can tell that they're doing different jobs and which ones are your cold, which ones are your middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, is based on frequency. So if you have your cold ad, that will probably be coming in somewhere around, and this is just hypothetical, but it would probably be coming in around about 1.2 frequency, right? Then you have your middle of funnel, which will probably be up somewhere at a 1.7 frequency. And this is how many times people are just seeing the ad. And the bottom of funnel, this one might be coming in at a 4 when it comes to the frequency, right? but all of these ads work together to give you your overall campaign ROAS. So running all of your ads and then finding a winning ad and then turning off all of your ads and then going with that one, you'll notice that the overall campaign return on ad spend will dip. So this is the way that you should be running things. Now, when it comes to how do we create these type of ads, it's very simple. Cold ads should be to people that have never ever heard of the product. So for example, I could say, hey, this pen completely changed my life. I want to tell you about this pen and how I use it every single day. Now, obviously, we're not going to be selling pens, but in that video, I would come up with some hooks. I would grab people's attention. I'd tell them about the product. I would then have a call to action at the end and say, hey, these are selling out like crazy. Here's a discount code, limited time, they're selling out, whatever, right? That is a cold ad format. Now, you could have different hooks that are for cold ad 2. You could go, you could create 10 different cold ads with different hook variants just to get started. Then middle of funnel, what we're looking at here is more unboxing videos, UGC videos, review-based videos, and then bottom of funnel, this is all going to be essentially just one word, which is trust. Okay, so what we want to be doing with these bottom of funnel ads is maybe adding in some images, and the primary text and the headlines will all be revolving around trust. So for the headlines, I'd be going, rated how many stars out of 5 stars, and then what I would do is also have some testimonials in there. So all of these work together to provide you your overall campaign return on ad spend. Now, once you've got some spend in here and you're seeing that, hey, these ads are working well together, all you then need to do is every single week is just be chucking more cold ads in, more middle of funnel ads in, more bottom of funnel ads in. And the most beautiful thing about Facebook's algorithm at the moment, and this is why you can't outsmart it, is because it is so quick to change. I've loaded campaigns like this where we start off with a couple of cold, couple of middle of funnel, couple of bottom of funnel, and it very quickly identifies these winners. And then I chuck a whole load of ads in the evening, and by the time that I've woke up in the morning, the spend has completely redispersed itself and the overall return is up. Now, if you want to be neatly organized, you can turn some of these off, but only turn the ads off that are not getting spend, which is hard for us to comprehend as media buyers because we're so used to just turning them off because the return on ad spend is low. But the truth is that if it's getting spend, it's a part of that customer journey. So it's important that that ad spend carries on, and that will give you your overall return on ad spend. But I would stay away from the idea of thinking about winning ads. No longer should you be running ads with no longer should you be running campaigns with just one ad in and then setting up a retargeting funnel and doing all of this. You don't need to do all of that. You can just go ahead, use this setup, let it run. And the best part about this is that it allows you to just run your ads and then spend more time just focusing on your business.